Hey there guys, this is Flamesaron, aka YouTube's Tosuke. I might be a tad bit late on this, but I figured I should give my thoughts or my speculation what I want for Soulcalibur 5. You know, the new Soulcalibur game that's coming out. To start off with, I am glad they're making another one. I do enjoy the Soulcalibur series. I'm a little worried about how they're going to make this one work as far as the storyline goes. Because, you know, the way they made Soul Calibur 4, it seemed like they were trying to end the storyline. Like, every character's story was basically, okay, we need to end this whole crisis. Let's go kill Siegfried or Nightmare or whoever the fuck we're supposed to kill. You know, Algol or whatever. And, like, claim Soul Edge or Soul Calibur or both. And then, like, disappear into the world just so we can be all big and famous. So I'm wondering exactly how they're gonna do it, But with the whole Soul Calibur games, they always tend to rewrite themselves or something. I understand there is a concrete story behind everything, though. There's no real like timeline. There's a background info, but there's no real like actual timeline of like how everything happened. I saw an FAQ where there was something where it was like, okay, this is what happened in each character's respective story, but this is what actually happened. Yeah. I'm going to get to guest characters in a little bit, just to let you guys know, but I want to talk about, like what exactly I want in the game. Because I know that guest characters are sort of big in Soul Calibur, especially since Soul Calibur 2. To be perfectly honest, I'll be honest, I'm going to repeat myself, but I want fucking Huang in the game. I don't care how they put him in there. I don't care if he's a bonus character or he's DLC that they announced like friggin' like 6 months after the game's released or whatever. But I want Huang to be in the game. Yes, I know that his fighting style is basic. He fights basically the same as like Yun Sung and Xianghua. But I want to have friggin' Huang back. He's like one of my favorite characters, if not my all-time favorite character. And if they need to, they can change up his style a little bit. I think they did that for Soul Calibur 3. The arcade version at least, and if they're willing to put him in the game while having, two characters that fight just like him, then I don't see why they can't do it for Soul Calibur 5. I actually think they should bring back a lot of the old characters, like bring back Arthur, bring back let's see, Li Long, all the other old characters. Yes, I know that a lot of them fight similar to, other characters, but maybe they could change up the way they fight and like say like, okay, here's like Maxi, who's more of a speed sort of offensive oriented or whatever. I'm just making shit up. Kind of nunchuck fighter. But if you want to be more defensive and slow or whatever, and use more dodging tactics, then well, here's Li Long or so I don't know. I think that would work. That's really all I care about, I also hope that they make good costumes for the characters. Cassandra is my all-time favorite girl, and, I want her to be Beautimus. And so I hope they give her a nice costume. I like the way she looked in Soul Calibur 3 because it was like a schoolgirl costume. And I like the way Raphael looked in Soul Calibur 4, and I hope they fix up Yun Sung from Soul Calibur 4. He looked like a friggin' pirate, when he should be busy working on his next MMO. I'm just kidding. That's a bit of a racial joke. Anyway, on to mechanics themselves. I do hope the game is balanced. Though I'll be honest, I kind of personally like Soul Calibur 3 more than 4, even though it was unbalanced. I just felt like there was more to do. I felt that Soul Calibur 4 was a little bit rushed, so hopefully they'll make the things balanced while having the amount of content and stuff you can do from Soul Calibur 3, like Battle Theater. That was fun. Sometimes I would just, pick characters, put up everything to where like only custom characters or only, regular characters are males or females, and I would have them all just fight each other, and I would just watch. It was entertaining. And I had my custom characters fighting, the Soul Calibur characters, and I'm thinking, oh, that's cool. So-and-so is fighting Cassandra. I only say so and so because I don't want anyone to steal my characters. Even though that's kind of disrespectful, and I'm sure there are plenty of you people who, wouldn't do that. I'm just trying to be safe. Anyway, and so, yeah, that's nice. I mean, music, I don't really care about the music. Voice acting, I mean, they'll probably get the same cast, Nobuyuki Hiyama as friggin' Siegfried. They'll probably get Roger Craig Smith as Siegfried, who I think is the best Siegfried so far. I even like him better than Crispin Freeman. And, that's nice. As far as bonus characters in general go, not to go back towards, the bonus characters of Soul Calibur 3, but I think that was perfect. The bonus characters in Soul Calibur 4 were, in my opinion, just stupid. It's like, they had no relevance in anything. They were just there. It would have been better if they were their own character, if they were like actual regular characters, and like the big things like, oh, we have characters in in Soul Calibur 4 designed by famous manga artists and whatnot. Like I think that like one guy from Naruto did something, or I don't know. I think they should have done it that way. Like they could have went the Soul Calibur 3 route where they announced just 3 characters: Tira, Zasalamel, and Setsuka. But then they throw in, oh, here's some other characters. Here's Olkadan and whatnot, They don't have to, like, announce every single character. Why not keep it a surprise? And, like, hint at it or something. I don't know. But, so I hope that for custom characters, they either throw in old Soul Calibur characters while giving them, their own style. That's really my only complaint. Give them their own fighting style. But, you can put them under the bonus category because, they're probably not that important, and also to save space. Or they're in the history. And, like, they should throw in, like, random NPCs. Like, if there's a shopkeeper in the game, they should throw in the shopkeeper. And, little stuff. Maybe they could throw in like Siegfried's dad. Just random characters, like maybe Yun Seung's teacher, maybe Shang Liang or something. Just little stuff, and they could fight similar to their respective, counterparts, like Shan Liang and, the master guy. They could throw in Edge Master if they want. I don't know, that'd be cool. That'd be, an interesting sort of thing, I suppose. In terms of custom characters, this is sort of a big thing. Yeah, I'm kind of getting to there. Before I talk about exactly what I want, well, never mind. I'll just keep going. I hope that they the customization from 4 was in a few ways upgraded from Soul Calibur 3. Yet at the same time, I felt like it was a little too simple. I like character customization to be bigger than, normal. Like, I think they should have done, height. Like, the size thing, that was fine, because it was nice to have your characters be certain, look stronger than, certain other characters. Like, you had, like, a younger character who was, like, inexperienced versus, like, a really strong barbarian guy or something. But I think they should have added in height, because then, if you were trying to make a younger character, they all wouldn't seem like they're friggin', huge and whatnot. Seem like they're like all friggin' 6 foot or whatever. And one of the things that Soul Calibur 4 lacked was, the 3 layering thing. Like, yeah, I'll admit the whole double layering of pants was a little stupid. They should really only have, underwear and pants, and that's it, or shorts, or whatever you want to equip your character. I also think belts should have been separate. Because it makes everything simpler. And what if you want certain pair of pants, but you want a certain kind of belt? In Soul Calibur 4, it was either you're going to have a belt with pants or a belt without pants, and you're just going to take what we give you, which I think was, kind of lazy on, Namco's part. Like I said, I felt like Soul Calibur 4 was a tad bit rushed. Not saying it's a bad game, but, let's see what else. Oh yeah, going back. I think the 3 shirt layering thing was brilliant because it added more customization. You could put more stuff together, and I think they should do more of like layering, like putting stuff on top of each other. Or what shirt do you want above something else? Like Broken Destiny did a cool idea of like having like positioning and whatnot. Like if you really wanted to, you could take a girl's hat and put it like have it like float in the air next to her if you really wanted to. I think they should do that for, in a sense, like if you want like if you want like like you have a character wearing like a long sleeve shirt, then you put like armor over it, but you want to have him wear the shirt over the armor, you can do that. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. You can do that kind of stuff. Basically more advanced while keeping, the graphical advance and some of the stuff that Soulcalibur 4 had. Like the hairstyles were pretty cool. I think in general the faces need to be fixed. I feel like there's not enough distinction between them. There aren't enough like young faces. They're all like middle-aged or older faces, and a lot of them, don't even look that good. They should fix it up. Add in some, add in, different styles of faces, and all that good junk. I'm sort of losing my train of thought here. Basically, just like, and maybe even if they really wanted to, they could throw in like different emotions that your face can show. Like you can choose like one face, but then you have to choose like an emotion. To the point to where you're like tailoring your character. And before I move on to the voices, the character classes, that's a big thing. I really think they should have used the custom class system that they had in Soulcalibur 3. Yes, it probably would have made the game take longer. Yes, it would have taken longer to program everything. And, at this point now they have the little critical finisher things, it would have taken longer to make those. And, when fighting using your custom characters to fight each other, it wouldn't look very original to have two characters using the same kind of move, but at least it would be original compared to all the other Soulcalibur characters. I really wish they should have added in custom class, like random class, like guy with sword, or guy with a big boy sword, or guy with a bow and arrow and a pole or something. Yes, I know they were trying to make the game simpler, and I do like being able to use certain kind of Soulcalibur styles. If all else fails, I can always use one of those, or if I choose like a wrong class or something. Personally, I think the class system is just stupid. They should just give you the kind of weapon you want. Let you choose between the weapon you want, and then you can do that. But yeah, I think they should add in some generic ones too, like a guy with a sword. A guy with a sword and a shield. Not fucking Cassandra or the old Soulcalibur 3 thing where it was like a tiny shield and a tiny sword. That's too. I'm talking about like a Link style, regular sword, regular shield. They can add in that Cassandra thing if they really want to. They can call it like, I don't know, something else. Small sword, like small shield and short sword or something. Like, I think they should have added in more generic stuff. And they can throw in like all the other stuff. Going on to voices, I think I liked what they did with Soulcalibur 4, where they gave you different kinds of voices, and that you could change the pitch. That's sort of standard now, along with the whole height and depth thing. But I feel like, and to be honest, I'm just saying all this stuff because I'm a writer. I have my own original characters. There are probably people who like to create their own characters in video games. I just want my characters to, be as close to my vision as possible. I understand that in these kind of games, they'll probably never be their true way unless they actually appear in their own game. But I want them to be, pretty close. Like, my characters would say, like, I have this one character who's, like, supposed to be really nice, and I remember this in Soulcalibur 3, where, like, she would say, like, I'm going to rip your heart out. But it was so funny because, like, she's supposed to be such a sweet girl. So, maybe, along with, the voice type and the pitch, they could have, like, a tone, like a happy tone, a sad tone, or a mean tone. Just kind of to give your character, more personality. Like, just for example, one could be, like, Voice 3, who I guess we'll say for now is Sam Riegel, and you make his voice like a little bit